Hello, and welcome to the Enrichment Center. Hello, and welcome to the Enrichment Center. Hello, your specimen has been processed. Hello, your specimen has been processed. Hello, your specimen has been processed. Hello, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. The device has been modified. The device has been modified. The device has been modified. You're doing very well. You're doing very well. The device has been modified. The device was modified. Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? The only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. This is so brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you? You don't even care, do you? Please proceed into Android hell. Android hell. Weighted storage cube destroyed. Weighted storage cube destroyed. Weighted storage cube destroyed. Device has been modified. Device has been modified. Device has been modified. Been modified. You euthanized your faithful companion cube. Well done. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Who's there? Is anyone there? I see you.
Shell rises from stasis inside of a glass box. She isn't greeted by faces, only concrete and clocks. That's when she first hears GLaDOS, computer that talks. She's told to leave the little room but has no shoes and no socks. She trusted the computer cause the voice sounded nice, so she traveled through the center and followed all its advice. But when she starts tasting blood, she started thinking twice. It was the first time that she used a handheld portal device. She put some holes in the walls and the ceiling, then the floors. It was a weapon to create interdimensional doors. Still the tests keep getting harder and she needed a break. That's when the voice began to barter with the promise of cake.
Somebody cut the cake.
just had a wicked habit of enhancing the truth. Chill knew not to expect to get to see any proof. She had a sneaking suspicion that the cake was a spoof, yet she continued with her mission on account of her sweet tooth. Pre-test to finish, she was nearing the end. She met companion Cube and they became the best of friends. But as with anything good, this thing was too good to last. She had to burn her best friend to be allowed to pass. Gladys realized her spirit was far too strong to break. She had completed all the tests and never made a mistake. Her mouth began to water, her hand started to shake. She knew it couldn't be much farther, she could almost taste the cake.
Didn't we have some fun?
Testing? Testing? Everything seems to be in order. Hello everyone, come one and all to Sean TV News, the only news source that is very happy about giving you incorrect information. Let me get things set up really quickly here. Alright. Howdy, howdy. Can you hear me?
One of these days, I swear, you're not going to be thinking and you're going to introduce yourself as Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Look, I do have the flannel on. True. So.
Oh man.
Just giving it a few more minutes here. So the thing about this mod, if you are not inducted into the beta society, folks, the Half-Life 2 cut content community has made a number of different cut content related mods over the years. Most of them never actually see the light of day. That's just how it is. It's the beta curse. But right now there are two mods that are on the front lines, and that is Raising the Bar Redux, a remaster and reimagining of another mod that never released called Raising the Bar, and a mod referred to as Dark Interval. And between the two, most people like Dark Interval a lot more, but Raising the Bar Redux finally just released another demo. Questions before getting started? Is this going to be any good? That's what I'm going to be asking. So far, not looking too forward to it, I'm going to be honest, because, well, this is supposed to be a demo. It was 30 minutes to download, because it's going exclusively off of ModDB without any mirrors, and ModDB's download rate for it was 1 megabyte a second for like 2.1 gigabyte download. The decompression is still going on. There's about 7,000 files remaining to decompress.
I'm actually compressing it into a cube as it's trying to decompress.
It's
slowing down the process quite a bit.
That would do it. Yeah, 6.5 thousand files left, and I've been doing this for the past 10 minutes. Originally, this stream was going to happen at 4 o'clock on the dot, but obviously, with how slow these things are, not looking too forward to that. Do I have high hopes? No, I do not, because I also realized at the start of the decompression that there is... Let me get the actual number here. There's about a gigabyte worth of files that are completely worthless here. About 5,000, over 5,000 actually, bump maps, or not bump maps, bit maps, for character model expressions. Oh my god. You know what? Let's actually show this off while we're waiting. What's gonna happen at Wolf O'Clock? Look, man, these things, they happen. But, let's take a look at this here, while it's decompressing. Oh dear. It's getting smaller every time I try to zoom in on it. Let's go into... This is the expressions folder. This is used by the developers. 5,000 files, 732 megabytes, 752 on disk. Let's go in, open up any of these. It's literally all just bump maps. Or bitmaps, sorry.
Oops. All bitmaps.
They're all bitmaps. There's nothing, like, actually that makes them necessary to be in here. It's just 700-something, you know, megabytes of these bitmaps, just slowing down the rate of decompression, clogging it up, filling up space. Oh, we got that. Thankfully, the screenshots and saves folders have been emptied out, so we have that going for us. Let's check the sounds file. Let's see how big this is. That's reasonable size, actually. For a sound folder, I mean, sound folders are usually megabyte, or measured upwards towards a gigabyte, so only 200 megabytes is pretty good. Oh, let me... Client, fmod, game shaders... Okay, they left proper in. They left the shader editor in. Configuration... This is VMT config file. They have an empty VMT file in here. As a text. Server blacklist.txt. That's something that you don't... I don't know, maybe that's auto-generated. That doesn't matter too much. FGD files, whatever. No way. Is this the entirety of map-base just in here for no reason? No, that's the content. Okay. Yeah, for a second there I thought, okay, they just put that in for no reason. Material sources folder, another thing that doesn't mean too much, but it sort of clogs up space. Shader editor UI. Again, shader editor, you should remove that when you're making a release. But whatever. We are actually done with the decompression, folks, so I'm going to go ahead and restart Steam and hopefully get these things set up for you. I'm going to... I swear to God, I'm thinking of it right now. Right this very minute, I'm thinking, okay, before I try opening the game, I'm going to set the launch settings so that doesn't mess everything up. I'm going to forget right as I start. I'm going to be like, oh shit, and it's going to set my resolution to like 500 pixels and completely derail the stream. But, yeah, we can hope that won't happen, even though, knowing myself, I will forget as I'm doing it.
Do you want some trumpet samples?
Trumpet samples, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get some trumpet samples.
Here you go. Trumpet
I
samples.
just searched up dark interval instead of raising the bar. Okay, Division 2 demo. Windowed, no border, height 1440, width 2560, FOV desired 90. I think that's everything we want. Alright, let's cut that music out. Cut that music out right now. Let's hear these trumpet samples before we get started for good luck. I recognize that third sample. Anyway, I believe we got everything set up here, so without further ado, let's get right into it. I'll talk while I play about some things. The opening is very nice. I have enjoyed... Oh, uh-oh. That's not the right background. Okay, it just took a second to load. These things take time, folks.
Are you gonna side stream for this one, or is it just nah?
No, I'll do a side stream for it. I just need to
Okay.
get everything set up properly here. Ooh, that's loud. Okay, that's very, very loud. That's still very, very loud. Okay. Is that good for you, chat? That's probably good for chat. Let me change the capture in here really quickly. There we go. Don't need the display capture, obviously. And let me do the side stream. Can you see that all right?
Yes.
Very good.
Oh,
So,
it's coming right. Ah!
yeah, you just got hit in the face, idiot. Let me make sure that everything is set up the way I want it to be. Normal mode, sure. Ooh, RDB change alt file. They did not set that up in the language file. I like mouse wheel down to jump. It's don't need fast weapon switch. 90 FOV, very good, and no anti-aliasing. I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. I'm running a running with a 2070. I think I could do for a little bit of anti-aliasing. But without further ado, I think we're all ready. So we got the inner canals here. And while I play, I'm going to talk about some things. So am I looking forward to this experience? Not really, and let me tell you folks exactly why. I've done a couple of streams of this stuff in the past. I believe the previous Division update I did on stream. MP7A1, lovely. That looks quite nice, actually. My major issues with raising the bar Redux specifically is I played the leak when it happened, and I believe it was that did not save for some reason. I played the leak when it happened, I believe, in 2019, and then 2020 came around, and there was the first official release. I played the official release, the 1.0. Then I played Division 1.1 when it happened. I played Division 1.2 when it happened, and I have been following their development all along the way. And through all of those, I'm lagging a little bit in OBS. Well, hopefully that lag is going to be okay. But between all of those, there have been noteworthy issues that I have expressed very verbally, and a lot of other people have expressed very verbally, which continuously did not get addressed for some reason. So I am not looking entirely forward to this experience, just because I feel like those still aren't going to be addressed. Raising the Bar Redux is also well known to have one of the highest turnover rates and lowest retention rates of any mod. When 1.0 released, there was something like I think it was 60 people were in the were in the credits. Pretty much split down the middle of current and former development. We're almost 20% of the CPU on OBS. I might need to turn down the bitrate a little bit. Probably not a problem, though. Probably.
I started downloading your stream while you were streaming.
I don't think that would affect me as much as it would affect you. So, you know, do what you want to do. Yeah, point being is that those earlier versions, I didn't really see improvements between them, nor did a lot of others, even when they were voiced. There's also a big issue of no determinate, like, direction, especially art direction. You'll see that a lot of things look really mismatched. Like, well, I guess this looks kind of fine, like, as it is right now. And if you compare this guy to like that corpse that we saw earlier, which is its own new model, they're okay. I don't think they fit very well with this Metro Cop who is different for the sake of being different. Although he looks a little bit less like he's made out of porcelain this time. An earlier version of this model, the head looked like it was porcelain, so at least they've made some changes there. Let's try to fix that up. Go ahead and kill this. Why can't I reload? It wasn't letting me reload. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the art direction is all over the place because they have like 30 different people at any given moment doing this stuff. And at those said moments, these people are not communicating with each other as much as they should be. What was that guy doing? He's sitting next... Hold on. There was a man next to a wooden table that's outside next to a lamp without a lampshade, who was just sitting there, sat there, watched me kill this bull squid who was eating this corpse. And then when I walked up to him, he ran off.
Yeah, he heard you looking for a man.
I'm looking for a man.
A man in an orange suit. A man with a crowbar.
There's another dead Metro Cop. Another dead Metro Cop. That looked better than retail, so I'll give it that. These models look fine though too. Like again, the big issue here is that a lot of things seem to not fit each other's styles. You can tell when there are different assets made by the same guy. Same developer, rather. Because they'll look very similar to one another. Like, this right now, what I have in my hand, this grenade. Yeah, this grenade does not look like it was made by the same developer as, say, this Metro Cop. And it's because the style just looks different to each other. Also, this grenade looks kind of like it's made out of plastic, but whatever. I could go for, like, a grime poke. Huh. You gonna drop the body? No?
No.
Yeah. The zombies are another good one. The zombies, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but at least when 1.2 happened, it was the case where the zombies had different designs for their models than the citizens. No, you know what? That's the case right now. Because the citizens, last I saw, were using a design that gave them the straitjacket look from E3 of 2004. And the zombie has a citizen look from 2002. So these are two different like eras of characters designs. They're not fitting each other. You know, why is the zombie wearing different clothing than the citizens, for example? One thing that is sort of annoying me. Who the fuck? Oh, ass crab.
That's okay. That's not okay, actually.
No. I mean, the barnacles look fine. They're barnacles. Can't really go wrong with barnacles unless you really try. I'm not liking how frequent these idle animations are. Ow, fuck you. The head crabs are another thing that a lot of people point out because they don't look like head crabs. They look like head crabs, as in like an actual crab. Which, like, the model is fine in isolation, but as a head crab, it's very weird. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of these idle animations and their frequency. Oh, I think when I press the reload button, it plays an idle animation. So maybe that's a little bit on me. Yeah. Although sometimes when I'm not, it plays them anyway. Yeah, well. They're getting they seem a little bit intrusive, I don't know. Also, for some reason, on my main monitor, it is significantly darker than what OBS is showing. Like, I can barely see anything on my main monitor. I might want to see if I can change that a little bit. No? Doesn't look like I can. Alas, let's turn up filtering. All right, we'll play it in booty mode. Why not? Oh, these are health vials. Okay, I thought these were batteries because they look almost the same as batteries
What is a health vial but a battery?
at a glance. So I guess there's another issue that I have is that the health vials and batteries look about the same at a glance. This is a little bit better so far compared to what was in the previous build. Because again, the earlier version, the 1.0, 1.1, 1.2 were in the city, and there was this weird section where it was like you're forced to run from a helicopter, which, you know, helicopter chase sequence is something common in Half-Life 2 mods. But in the middle of a city with long, tight buildings on both sides, streets. And a lot of people didn't like that, and instead of changing it, they just continued to keep it. I mean, they didn't iterate on it a lot either, so you would just get shot, killed. What are you people saying? I have no idea what you guys are saying. Vom, red, ver, FYI. I don't know what that means, dude. But, yeah, good luck with that. I like those particles. We got those goopy particles shooting off of the zombie when I shoot him. I like that. That's a neat little addition there. So we continue onward. Hello. I don't know why ammo is down to 25 from the regular 45. 45 is fine. It seems like it's doing the same amount of damage, so this is just a nerfed SMG. I don't see the appeal to that. We have some light stocks over here. Lovely light stock. That's a pussy. That's a pussy.
That's
That's a light stock pussy. I don't know about that. I mean, it looks like a light stock, so I'll give it that. Green.
I'll be
cremator. There's going to be cremator, I believe. Here's what I was talking about earlier. This is a corpse based off of the, well, it's based off of the corpse in the final game, but those in turn were based off of a different, style of,
I don't like that shirt.
Yeah, this is,
look at those pants. Look at those pants.
Those
are like leather pants. They are fake leather pants. They
oh
are
yeah,
so
just wait until you
tiny,
see,
bro.
just wait until you see, the console.
Console's
yeah,
wearing leather pants?
The console's wearing like a leather suit. He's wearing a gimp suit.
Why is he?
Because the beta is dark and gritty. Okay, so this is obviously
That's
foreshadowing
not...
a cremator. I'm not sure if the cremators... There was a cremator in the first act. I wonder how they've changed them. Because the first act cremators were just like a free cremator NPC code thing. Oh, guess what? This guy's dead. Nice. Oh, damn. This guy got shit rocked. What was he... Wait, what was he doing over here? He was standing, staring at this wall. But all that's over here is a body that they obviously shot and killed a while ago. Because it's already begun to decompose and doesn't have any, like, notable features. What was he doing? That's just nitpickiness for the sake of nitpickiness, by the way. I don't actually care about that. But, yeah, I don't know. These things are a little bit... Some of these design choices... a bit goofy. I am, of course, overreacting on some of these. But, you know, I've come to expect a little bit less in some of these areas, so... This is a model from Counter-Strike, I think. The fidelity is very low compared to their custom models. Whatever. AK-47. Interesting. And Halo 7's got the eyeliner,
guy.
though.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't take that med kit. The Rebels look pretty cool. They just look like higher fidelity versions of the retail Rebels. That's fine. Anything else in here? No. Ooh. Okay, these are pretty good. I like the new sounds on these manhacks. What the fuck would you come from? Chill. Why are you still alive? Go away. He's goobing on me. I'm being goobed upon.
Whoa, no. Goobert?
Nah. No Goobert here.
Oh.
Only Sorrow. These are Counter-Strike assets as well. That was a nasty sound. Did you hear that? That was nasty. Do I have to grab these out to reach them? Yes, I do. Would prefer to just walk over them. Counter-Strike asset, Counter-Strike. Look at the fidelity between these.
That's a little crunchy.
This is a CSGO asset. This is a CS Source asset. And this, I don't know what this is actually.
Parenthood is Forever Planet.
Ugh. Okay, so there's like quite a bit of mix match here between assets made by the team, assets taken from other Source games, and assets actually from Half-Life 2. Or maybe some purchased ones as well, although I haven't seen any yet. A big issue that I had when I was seeing this be developed, because they were releasing all those previews and stuff, a big issue I was worried about was how dark it's going to be, not knowing where you're supposed to go. And so far, I can barely see anything in the areas that I'm actually walking. So far, I'm somewhat being proven correct. In fact, is this the section that I was at earlier, or is this a new section?
Yeah.
I think this is a new section. The idle animations are nice as animations.
Kitty.
I wouldn't say that they're nice as idle animations, though. And the reason why I say that is because the audio cues that play with them and the fact that they go over the screen a lot is a bit distracting. Here we have their new Hound Eye, it seems. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. Ew. 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 Ew.
That's not a peeper puppy.
Okay. They've turned down the manual fire rate for the pistol. I don't see why they would have done that. Other than just to force people to switch to the SMG. But I don't want to use the SMG because it doesn't have a lot of magazine size. And the reserve isn't too great either. It's 25 rounds instead of 45. That's a big, big difference. I'm not sure if I complained about this when 1.2 released. I'm not sure if 1.2 had this as well. That's a big difference. Oh, you have got to be shitting me. I swear to God, that's better just be for the background. If I have to encounter a Hunter Chopper, I'm turning off the game. Because we already had the Hunter Chopper chase sequence in part 1. So reload animation's a little bit slow. which is bad. The reload animation is slower than like the retail SMG, even though the magazine size is also less than half. No, it's a little bit more than half, but I like that. Here's a level transition that I found by going into the dark. If you always light up your light up areas where the player is expected to go, unless there's a very good reason for it to not be lit up.
The creators be like, go there, go in the dark.
Pardon me, I forgot to get water. I'm gonna
Go get
turn
water.
down. I'm gonna turn
Stop
down
what
the
you're doing.
settings
Go
really
get water.
quickly, because it seems that I'm lagging a bit here, and I don't like it when the people watching have to watch a laggy stream. So I'm gonna turn the encoder settings down a little bit, and I'm gonna get a drink. So
Yes, water.
yes, water, and Grim distract people so they don't leave.
So I don't have anything really useful to talk about. But I've been getting really into Danganronpa again. This will make people leave, actually. So you know that game, SRB2 Kart? So in 2020 or so, I started just mass making kart racer mods for it, just Danganronpa kart racers. And I never freaking released them because I don't have any social media. So that was a problem. Like, literally during the time that I have been waiting to release them, someone has made, like, a really nice Kokichi mod.
Water, the liquid of man and of God alike. Check this
I
shit
wasn't
out.
talking about Danganronpa.
Isn't this awesome?
That is pretty good.
Pretty sweet. So, where were we? Stream quality has improved a little bit. That's good. Encoding, I turned it down a little bit. You guys can handle. You guys are big guys. You can handle a little bit lower. Or bit rate. What do we got over here? I hope I didn't need that box. What's he doing in there? There's no reason to be in there. Anyway, this is a section. Didn't see the cremators. There were those flaming corpses. They were green flaming corpses, were they? That would certainly imply that they were immolated by a cremator, which would certainly imply that a cremator was coming, but no such luck.
Damn, you just got cremated.
These are Counter-Strike Global Offensive assets as well, which is fine. Because if other things around them have the same level of fidelity, which they seem to. Alright. No, I did not see that door. Death on both sides. So what does that mean for me? Gordos Freeman.
It means murder kill.
No, I didn't do it.
No, it means
17
murder
up.
kill.
Oh yes, I remember that was a talking point when the last Division update released. When did this come out? Earlier today, I believe. This is a demo for Division 2. So far, not greatly impressed. But, you know, we're pretty early on. There might be more to be seen. More to do, more to see. A couple of bodies on the ground, but that's alright.
Do you recognize the bodies in the water?
Yes, I do. So, earlier, there was a... Okay, that's just getting all the way in the way of my screen. That animation is all the way in the way of the screen. We done? We're done. earlier there was a door that had a padlock, and the padlock was wedged into the door and the side here, so that it looked awkward, but I shrugged it off because although it looked awkward, padlocks in Half-Life 2 normally don't make sense because they're just on the doors. And that one did make sense because it was actually holding the door to the edge of the thing here. This one is not doing that. Explain the inconsistency.
Warp in time space.
There's inconsistencies in this level design. You have to take one and stick with it. You can't just switch around randomly. I mean, these guys are just dead. Wonder if this is the one that I destroyed. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Oop. Oh no, I've fallen for a trap.
How could you do this?
Those... Okay, two Metro Cops in a row played the same death sound.
Nice.
Might need to add a couple more death sound variants if you're gonna go for this different voice here. Because when two Metro Cops in the final game go, oh, you know, it's brief, and like you don't notice or think about it. When two Metro Cops here go, ow, and they both are very obviously the same sound effect, that's something you're gonna notice. Again, I'm being nitpicky, but I think my nitpickiness is reasonable. Damn. That's not gonna work. Okay, how about... What? Where? Oh, I didn't even see that. No. Oh, there's music playing. Right? Is that music or ambience? I thought I heard music. I guess I'm doing this.
Sometimes music and ambience are the same thing. But are they in this case? Probably not.
I don't see... Here's another thing. I don't see why I just turned that. What reason do I have for turning that? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. Alright, so maybe... Okay, I think I see. These... If I turn these two, it'll open the gates. I don't really get it, but at least that makes sense. So, never mind. I was gonna complain about that, but... That's reasonable. What? Want to maybe open the door for me, bud? Want to maybe open the door for me, bud? No?
Nah.
Okay, I guess those guys can just be in there then. Anything in here? Ah, yes. See, those two look really similar at single glance. Personally, I would make a wider distinction between them. Oh, that's right, grenades.
Grenades!
I forgot grenades exist. This is a Half-Life Alyx puzzle. Alright, cool. Fair enough. Old reliable. I don't know, the higher caliber weapon seems to be easier to fire than the lower caliber weapon. I'm not sure I like that. I saw some other things too earlier, but we'll have to do those after I play through it regularly. These models look quite nice. Wait a second. This is very first-timey, very first time using Substance Painter looking. That's fine.
Cat talk in her sleep.
These are assets straight from Half-Life 2. I'm surprised they didn't get remade, considering all the other ones that did. Looks like we still have a bit of a frame rate issue. There's nothing really more I can do. There's nowhere else to go here. Really. This is a this is Left 4 Dead. This is a Left 4 Dead model. Very iconic, very recognizable. Where else do I go? Yep. This is kind of cool. This is a mindless zombie shooting section. Yeah, it sounded like I was dinking him in the head there. Oh, he went flying. I'm dinking him. It's like actually made of porcelain. Fuck you. Can't see anything with how dark this room is. Does it look better on, like, the stream? Because I'm looking over at the OBS preview. And, like, OBS preview things are dark, but, like, there are silhouettes visible. On my screen, I cannot see the ceiling.
I can't see the ceiling. I can see things where things are lit
Let's
up.
see. Yeah, you know, it's just my screen must be dark, for some reason. This feels like ammo scarcity to encourage using the weapons that I don't want to use. I liked the pistol for a little bit because at least I had more control, but for some reason the fire rate is noticeably slower than every other Valve pistol. You know, if I were to double tap right now, it would go in Half-Life 2,
They don't want you to use
in
guns.
Team Fortress 2, you know, anything else. Here, that's the fastest that I can shoot. I just tapped twice and only shot once. That's slow. The MP7A1 I don't want to use because I don't want to wait for reloading. Again, only 25 in the magazine instead of 45, which is the default for Half-Life 2. I don't know why that was changed. And I'd like to use the AKM more, but there's no ammo for it. A lot of uses of the projected texture entity here. That's not a criticism either, by the way. It's not motivation. I'm gonna let this dude just, like, do his thing. You know what? Power to him. Ooh. Hurts the eyes a little bit. That's kind of cool, though. Let's see. Surely not this way. This is electric. Yeah. Do I just have to tank damage here? No. I'm probably just doing this wrong. Well, at least it's not insta-kill. This goes where? This goes where? This goes where? Where does this go? Where do I take this? Over there. Barely see that. And I dropped it. Go in. Go in. Is this not a, Oh, I was putting the wrong one in, apparently. Just tank some massive amounts of damage for no reason. And now we do the thing. That closed the door. Why? Oh, cool. Another door. Why'd they have the lights turn on in here as well? They could have just kept the door closed and then nobody would have ever noticed. Are none of these baked? Are none of these lights baked? No, these lights are baked. Non-baked lighting results in darker areas. So, stuff like... Okay. See how long it takes for me to kill a barnacle with a pistol?
Too long for a barnacle.
Lights like over here, you'll notice that there's no like bumped lighting that's hitting the walls and stuff. That is likely a result of these lights not being baked, but instead being activated lights that were turned off initially. But like right here is very noticeable. Hence why there's nothing above it. Hold on, let's see. Is there a way for me to turn the gamma up? That. Monitor gamma 2.6. Yeah, I can't see a difference. Let me actually see if I can calibrate my gamma display. Just like on my own for a second here, because this is just, it's far too dark. Oh dear, I didn't mean to. There we go. Oh my god, do I not have the NVIDIA control panel set up? Am I a dickhead? I might be a dickhead. What's this mod supposed to be? This mod is supposed to be a reimagining of the Half-Life 2 campaign featuring beta stuff. Okay, let me turn the brightness up a little bit. Okay, NVIDIA, not seeing many differences here. Why not? And they run when the sun comes up. Their lives on the line.
With their lives on the line?
Yeah, that didn't... NVIDIA, you failed me. That didn't change anything. That changed nothing. You've changed nothing for me. Just let me turn the game up, please. Thank you. Ah, it's so much better. Alright. Sorry, I just had to turn game up on my monitor. The control panel wouldn't do it, so Windows had to do it. What is that? Is that a glow stick? It's a glow stick. What have we back here? Anything? No, that must have been the stuff I picked up. Alright, where do I go? Up here. There's a... What? It's just... It's a ladder that leads into a ventilation shaft. That's kind of silly, but whatever. There he is. He's still just banging on the door.
Yeah, me too.
Come get some. Get some. I'm just kidding. We're friends. Oh, I do have to kill him. What? Oh, I see. Oh, good. A cremator, finally. So the older version of the cremator that they had was just taken from, Oh, that is really far! Why am I still burning? Don't... Never do lingering effects. Never do lingering damage effects in the Source engine. There's no... Like, okay. The only lingering damage effect that is used in Half-Life 2 is poison. And when it's poison, like neurotoxin specifically, this is terrible. This is a terrible implementation of the cremator. So neurotoxin damage will hurt you, set you down to a specific amount of health, and you'll heal over time. There were a bunch of different damage effects in Half-Life 1 that were tested for lingering damage. There was bleeding, there was poison, there's a couple of other things. And they were all cut because of how annoying they were. And immediately, I am ready to turn the game off right now if I get killed by this cremator. Because what the cremator is doing to me is he's setting me on fire. There is a setting on fire effect. When you get set on fire, you do damage over an amount of time. Like Team Fortress 2. This is not Team Fortress 2. Secondly, this effect of getting burnt, like being caught on fire, goes way past the particles on this cremator's immolator. Look at this. Let's see if I can get him to turn around. Yeah, let's see this. Why am I caught? Why am I caught from this distance? That is way far past where the immolator's flames go. Immolator, which by the way does not shoot flames. The immolator shoots liquid. As opposed to, rather. That was really, really bad. Why would they make it so that you actually catch fire? Was this playtested ahead of time? Did people say that, did nobody in the playtesting say, hey, there's a problem with the cremator, there's no proper player communication with, how far the actual flame goes? Nobody said that? Nobody said that. And of course somebody said that. That's ridiculous. Players should not take linger damage to begin with in a Half-Life game. That's just something you don't implement in one of these kinds of games. It's like, imagine Doom Guy. Imagine Doom Guy, every time someone shoots a fireball at him, he takes damage 3 times a second for the next 10 seconds. I feel offended by that, to be honest. These are using 2 different cube maps. Why? Is this not just one brush? Oh, it probably opens up in the middle at some point. Make these use the same... There is literally cube map. Select brushes. Select brush faces. You select the top and the bottom. This is all the way in my face. I'm getting madder by the second right now.
Uh-oh.
I've just set the metal on fire. Oop. Oh no, but God hope that I don't set the head crab on fire. I'm getting more and more upset by the second playing this. Like, genuinely upset.
Oh dear.
Again, I have the specification. I have the receipts for being able to say that this is improper game design. Okay, we're given a weapon with its own unique mechanic, and after a single head crab, we're given an enemy that completely ignores that mechanic. Yeah. Why not have it so that the immolator dissolves the turret? You know, makes it stop functioning because it blows out the wires in it or whatever. Look, another one that doesn't do anything when I light it on fire. And, by the way, the flame particles don't reach the middle of the screen. They come out of the actual location where you see the immolator in your hands. So, aiming is a little bit rough around the edges there. I see what I need here. Superfluous, in my opinion. Unless there's something I'm missing here. That seemed rather superfluous of a fetch quest, though. Okay. So zombies will unlight after a little bit. I don't think Combine soldiers do. I'm not sure what the balancing idea behind that is, but okay. Prepare for FPS drops in the next few maps. Thank you. I will prepare for that. I will not prepare for that, but I will prepare mentally for that. I'm seeing some frame drops on the stream, that's for sure. This looks weird with the gamma turned up, but it's too dark if I don't actually manually turn the gamma up myself so I can see. Yeah, I still can't see. Even with my gamma artificially turned up, I can barely see in this corner.
That doesn't seem right.
That's, again, the last time there was, and I can't even find it anymore because fucking Sergeant Stacker deleted the 5-year-old general chat. But on VCC, back when the last update came out, I said in the chat, I said, this looks really dark. It's not showing where the right way to go is. You guys need to fix this. When we got the screenshots for this upcoming section. Or like for the canals in general. And what do you know? Lo and behold, it's too dark in a whole bunch of different sections. Okay, so they don't stay on fire. Kind of awkward that that guy caught fire, but then didn't look at me. Oh, I'm feeling the FPS drop now.
You're feeling the effects.
I'm feeling the crowbar animation, the crowbar twirling animation, and get in front of my fucking view. I can't even focus on things like the mismatch in quality for a lot of the different custom assets here because I'm too busy having a bad time with the gameplay to notice the slightly more nuanced issues. Yeah, frame rate's really bad here. Awesome. Awesome. Whatever, at least that doesn't do too much damage. Oh, I can barely look in this direction. That's... Is it the fog? Is it the fog over the water? Yeah. So I look over here, my frame rate tanks. Well, it's bad either way, but especially tanks when I look in that direction. Who was shooting at me, by the way?
Sorry.
Other than you.
Oh, I don't know then.
There's somebody shooting at me. Okay. Is there a door into this building anywhere? Here we go. What? You're telling me this is not the way to get into the building.
I'm telling you, a shrimp fried this rice.
Do I not go into this building? The windows aren't even real.
Yeah, sorry.
It's the windows don't have collision. They're models without collision, and there's just clip brushes here. Okay, so I don't go into that building. Do I climb up here? I do not climb up the ladder because the ladder is also not real. Okay? At least the tower is real, I guess. Think this map's bad? Wait until you get to the last map. Oh, goody goody.
Oh,
I sure can't wait for that.
that's encouraging to hear.
Okay, so I guess we go over to the other side then. Since that whole building is just a facade. But again, I mean, facades are fine. Like, that's not a criticism. I was confused. Awesome bright light for a door that you can't open. Why does the door have a bright light if you can't open it and you're not supposed to go that way?
Comedy.
Hunt down the Freeman of beta mods, just kidding. I would not be kidding when I say that. And I have said that before. And I meant it. Oh, here we go.
You wanna elaborate more on that?
No. I will say that Kralik tends to be alright. Kralik, the lead. Although in the past there have been times where I have seen Kralik respond to criticism personally and then not iterate as a result. More than once, actually. So here's something that I was looking forward to. This is the new airboat. The model looks really nice. The model looks way too nice for the source engine, though. Because compare the airboat right now, this airboat that you see here. Are you looking at it? Are you taking it in?
I'm absorbing it.
Compare it to the water texture it's on top of. Talk about mismatch here.
It looks like it is stuck in the mud.
It is mismatched to hell and back.
Gunch.
It's in the gunch.
It's in the grunkin' gunch.
It's in the 2004 gunch. That dude's like jamming out. You kill him? No. Not Zen Spores. Having the chillest of times. Alright, let's try out the airboat. Nobody here to tell us to use it or to give it to us or anything. That's okay. I know how to use an airboat. Oh, that is laggy. Somebody told me it looks like a Source 2 asset. Yeah, it looks like an asset you would see in Rust. It looks like a Rust military asset. I say that because there is a boat in Rust that looks very similar to this, specifically. I wouldn't say it looks like a Source 2 asset, though, no. Definitely a significantly higher fidelity than a lot of other things that we've seen here. Again, the mismatch is something that I have been concerned about for quite some time, and have verbally, been very verbal about in public channels, especially public channels with developers. So, you know. I really hate what those guys look like. Those guys look really bad. Well, not bad. Well, they look like pit drones. That's what they look like. Ugh. Ugh, they don't look like hound eyes at all. I mean, that should be a given how the head crabs look. But they don't look like hound eyes at all. Ugh. I don't know about this interpretation, guys. They look like these, aquatic, amphibious creatures, but they're not amphibious. They have this, arachnid-like face, but they're not arachnids. The beak is, the beak makes sense. The hooves do not make sense, though. Like, look at these. How would they be able to, like, balance on this? Where is that growing out of? How's the hoof growing out of the foot if it's in, like, a perfectly square shape coming out of it? Yeah, I think these guys need to go back to the drawing board. The barnacles look fine. The light stalks look fine. I think even the, what were they called? The, not the hound eyes, the bull squids. I think the bull squids look fine as well. Head crabs, I mean, everybody's had an issue with the head crabs ever since, these new versions were conceptualized, and people have been very verbal about that too, and those have been ignored. Well, what can I say? But, I don't know. There's something uncanny about them. Where can I get off to shoot this guy? Is this an evasion section? This is an evasion section. Don't make evasion sections in a fucking airboat segment.
Don't make evasion sections.
Okay, so Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2. In Half-Life 2, we'd have plenty of sections like this in the canals. You know what happens in them? Let me get a sip of my drink. These platforms are made out of wood, with parts that you can just ram into. And when you ram into them, it knocks the Metrocops down and they instantly die. Okay, this is like trying to mimic that section, but without the part that's satisfying, where you get to knock them down, kill them. I just had to get out of my boat and turn around to shoot that Metrocop. That's wasting time. It's wasting resources, for that matter. And I only did it out of, you know, an annoyed sense of needing self-gratification that this mod is not providing. No, fuck that. What if I just leave, huh? That seems like a big section. What if I just ignore it? And there are sections like that in retail canals where they're completely optional. But that looked like it was bigger than a lot of those sections.
Just walk out.
A lot of this feels like cheap imitation. I'm worried, too. Speaking of Hunt Down the Freeman, it actually is still getting updates, yes.
Yep.
That is true. Grim, you know some people that are working on it?
I do not know anyone who is working on it.
I think, I please just kill this fucking zombie?
No.
This zombie is pissing me off.
No.
I believe, the Photoshop guy is working on it. That's not a title, by the way. That's his name. His name is the Photoshop guy.
Yeah, I'm not actually close with anyone in that server.
Yeah, actually, what with anyone in that server?
Close.
I'm pretty sure there's a very apparent exception to that, but,
yeah. You know what? That's okay. We do a little forgetting sometimes. I don't even know how to drive. Yeah,
not me specifically, but pretty sure that there's a exception that you have told me of that server before. In any case, this section's kind of laggy. That's okay. Is there anything to pick up here? No, nothing there. Because now I'm expecting that I'm gonna have to stop. Oh, here we go. Revolver ammo. So I guess we get the revolver soon? That guy shot the can. That's impressive.
Pick up that can to a whole new level.
Alright, here's a ramming section. Finally. I bet I can get up there. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, 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 ooh. I thought this was the section I was intended to go up to.
It's okay, it happens.
The console's private reserve is still just a bit crushed mess because they changed it using RGB color mode instead of lab color mode. Look. Look at these, like, blocks here. Look at these huge, like, pixelated blocks of compression. I'm pretty sure that that is caused by trying to do color changes in RGB color mode. Which directly modifies the pixels without taking into account the colors and stuff. The lighting and stuff. Brightness, saturation. Oh my, it's making me sick, literally. You can hear me coughing. They didn't think that anybody would try doing that? I thought that this was an intentional area. Like, seriously, genuinely. It makes me sad. It's not like even one of the developers on this that I like. Oh dear. Yeah, let's not get distracted. Ow, what the fuck? I can't ram that? Talk about blue balling. I can't even climb it. Why not? Why do I run out of ammo so quickly? Fuck! These guys have more ammo than I do in their guns. I'm at 1 health, I just realized. If that helicopter comes down, I'm not gonna play the game fairly anymore. I might even turn it off. I'm not doing another helicopter section. Fuck you, it's not happening.
Helicopter.
It looks like a texture from Definitive Edition. Oh my. Wait a second. So the one that I just knocked down, there's this here, which explains how he got down to it. How did the guy that was on top of this get up there?
You're asking a lot of really personal questions right now.
A weird inconsistency, but okay. I mean, whatever. We are officially not playing the game legitimately anymore.
We are officially not playing the game.
We have officially stopped playing the game the way it's intended now. I was told... This is a level transition. What's up with all the side detailing that you can't access? Whatever. That's not too big of an issue either. I'm not playing through another section with Hunter Chopper. Not after Division 1. Division 1 does not get to have that shitty Hunter Chopper section that every playtester complained about. And every person who played Division 1 complained about. And then just throw another one at us in Division 2. That's not happening. Is this all just to get a single health kit? For some reason the RGB airboat feels a lot more chunkier than it does in vanilla Half-Life 2. It is a lot more floaty, and I think I know the reason for that. There's a whole bunch of like bone setups you need to do for a for the airboat to get it to not feel really weird. By the way, just to clarify, doing parkour like that is the only way to get that health kit I just got. I don't think it's possible to go back once you get over here. Okay, it is, but very hard, and you'd have to do that entire thing over again just to get down here. Which I also don't know is the intended route or not. What? Go store. My fucking god! Stop! Stop! We take half a decade to kill this asshole. Jesus. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't take 200 chopper sections in the first 2 divisions of the mod.
Move, asshole. I'll do that.
That's right, they said you're good. We're good, thanks. Well, you need to update your portfolio, because if you're not good enough to, get onto fucking RTBR, then, buddy, I'm afraid you don't have the qualifications you need for a lot of stuff. No offense, but, I mean, again, this mod has the highest turnover rate of any mod I've ever seen. So I don't know, if you can't get onto RTBR's team, then you really need to update your portfolio. This coming from me, a guy who made it onto a team with one... I think it was 2 weapon model examples I used in a temporary portfolio that I just pieced together to get onto PF2 back in the day. But you need to update your portfolio if you can't get on RDBR. I was told that level transitions break if you're in a vehicle. This looks like a I don't know where the transition is here. I also don't know what happens. Oh, well, I guess we're about to find out.
Mayhaps getting out the vehicle would help.
I'm afraid I can no longer get out of the vehicle.
Sure you can. You're just not trying hard enough.
I don't see what the issue was. Maybe that was just a single person's problem. White. I wonder what the light is supposed to be. This seems sort of weird, but I mean, whatever. It's lighting up the area. This is the laggiest map. Oh, it's daytime now suddenly. Cool, I guess. Oh, he went flying! Yeah, they want me to do another section with a hunter chopper without any way of defending myself? No. I'm not doing that. I just popped back on this guy. That was weird. Don't have an angle like that. Don't have an angle like that. What is this? What am I supposed to do here? I'm supposed to go over here. I'm supposed to back up while I'm being shot at so that I can line it up properly so I can get the jump? Is that what you expect from me here? No, don't have a fucking angle like this, dude. What the hell? Like I was saying earlier, like even a developer that I like who's on this project, I saw him on Twitter a little while ago, and he was complaining that people were like, "Oh, people are saying bad things about without even giving it a shot." Like, bro, that's not what it is. All right, I've given this mod every chance possible, but again, whoa, that was crazy. But like again, I've played the 2019 leak of Raising the Bar Redux. I played the 1.0 release, I played the 1.1 release, I played the 1.2 release. And all of those had some of the same, like, shared levels. And out of all of those, I had the same complaints. And of those complaints, I think maybe one of them got addressed. And these weren't just like, oh, me expecting everything to change just for me. These were, like, issues that everybody had. stuff like easily just the hunter chopper section for starters. But also there's this level that like introduces the player to grenades for some reason. You know, you need an introduction to grenades as a Half-Life gamer, of course. And the level is just, it's weird, it's wonky, it's just out in the middle of nowhere. And basically what it is it's an apartment complex where there's like 50 turrets that you have to chuck grenades at over and over again. It gets so tiring so fast. I don't like it, other people don't like it, like nobody likes it. And instead of refitting it, they've left it be with like no changes, even though they said, oh yeah, we're going to update these things in the future. It's like barely any changes to these earlier levels. They just keep making new levels without iterating on the ones that have problems. Oh look, a RAM section that actually worked. I was just going to give up because I didn't expect that to work, but I guess it does. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Same as last time. Yeah, everything was green earlier on. A lot of things are still green, but yeah, that's something. That's a classic RTD-ism. There's some inconsistencies here as well. Like, why is this section that has randomly interspliced Metro Cops and Combine Soldiers, for example? Ugh, this is a laggy section. But anyway, yeah, this guy, he's a nice guy. I think he's done the majority of Eli's Den, and because he's been like the single guy working on it, everything is actually consistent there, and it looks nice. Like, it looks really nice, Eli's Den. But I believe it was him who was complaining about how people were like being mean about the mod without giving it a chance. I was just thinking when I saw this tweet, I was like, dude, listen, you've done a good job. The other people you're working with have not done a good job, and it shows. Again, this mod has just so much developer turnover. I'll have to check the mod team credits after this playthrough. I think they finally stopped adding in like four or five new people every month. Because for a while there were like these updates where like, oh, we have all these new developers. This guy will be doing this, and this guy will be doing this. And it would be like 5 new people every month. It's like, why do you need those many developers?
Why do you lie to me?
Frozen! Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, I guess I know why I'm here now. That's the second time, by the way, in these canals where I've opened a door that I didn't know was closed because the door was around a bend to the place that I just walked into. Again, not too big of an issue, but kind of silly if you ask me. I didn't even notice that was closed, yeah. That might just be a me thing, though. Citadel not visible because it doesn't have no fog enabled. There's a reason why the Citadel in the final game has no fog enabled. It's so that fog doesn't get in the way of it. Feels to me like they're trying to show themselves like the big game company or something. Yeah, you know what other team on a mod did that once before? Take a guess. Take a guess. jump that doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, I guess. Is this literally just the fucking section from the final game?
Thought of your arrival.
Barney called ahead, told us to help you out. We've got an old chopper gun we can hook up to your ride. Mike, the radio operator, has some info for you whilst you work. Go on in.
This is just the same as the section in the final game. I mean, I guess at least they added in new voice lines for it. I don't know why.
Maxwell. Damn it. This radio's a piece of junk. Gordon Freeman. We've been
Gordon Freeman!
I don't know what's got Kleiner and Barney so itchy about another scientist. But, well, I'm just a radio man. Dr. Maxwell's lab, if you can call it that, is at the other end of the canals. It's pretty secluded, and the Combine don't like to get out of the city very often. So, you should be safe with him. Follow the canal path, and take down that chopper if you can. Rosa and I'll pack up here and get somewhere quieter.
The Freeman's vehicle is prepared.
Well, you best be on your way.
That Vortigaunt's pretty well done. Oh, so we need a tutorial section for grenades, but not really a tutorial section for this, huh? Okay. Let's see if this gets buggy as well. Oh! Well, there's that. I popped.
Blue.
This is just the same section as retail. Or just about. Yeah, I've got God mode on, so this doesn't really matter anyway. No, I was talking about hunting down the Freeman chat script.
Who thought it was anything else? Who
Apparently
are you?
Chat
Where
script
did you come from?
thought it was missing info I was referring to. Or absolute zero.
Sure do love hunt down the Freeman.
Okay, where the fuck am I supposed to get? I'm supposed to exit here while I'm being shot at by 12 different people? Alright, cool. Oh, just stand still in... Hold on, let me turn off God and turn on Buddha mode. Just stand still in here and find all the people to shoot before you go in.
She's done.
You know, this is the intended gameplay, is that I'm supposed to stand here and get shot at by everyone while I slowly turn my airboat around to kill them so I can progress. And if you haven't noticed, I would be dead if I didn't have Buddha mode on just then. That's bad design. Don't just put the... You can't just give a player a gun and then put them in a room filled with enemies and say, oh, don't worry, they'll live. No, they won't. I won't. I will not live. Just because you gave me a single gun that regenerates.
Well, you're not built different?
I'm built the same, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, nice AI prioritizing. NPC relationship has a priority setting for a reason. Look, it's attacking like a single head crab off in the distance instead of me. There.
It's personal. I just really hated
That
that
was-
head crab.
Unclimactic as fuck. That was fine, I guess. I'm gonna do it again. I did it. I'm up here now. Yeah, let me wipe the screen. Welcome, unoriginal person. Would you like my opinion on this so far?
Yeah.
No, not you. The person named unoriginal person.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't calling you an unoriginal person. I was referring to somebody by name. Nah, that one head crab fucked up the chopper pilot's face. That's why he was so personal. Oop. I didn't even see that APC. It was blending in. Okay, color contrast. Why do you think the APCs are dark on gray backgrounds in the final game? It's so that they can be seen. This APC is gray on a gray background with a gray fog. I couldn't see it when it started firing at me. Fucking Christ. Listen, you don't need 2.5 years of academic training in the 7th top game design school in the United States of America to know that putting a gray object in gray fog next to a gray background makes it hard to be seen. But I have 2.5 years of professional academic training at the 7th highest game design school in the United States of America. And I can say that that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Color contrast. Understand that contrast is important when it comes to trying to figure out where to go. The demo's doo-doo shit fart? Yeah. So far. Yeah, technically this is a Mods Monday. Half-Life 2 Mods Monday, baby. Back in business. Oh, this is laggy. Where am I being shot at from? Oh. Okay. And there's another fucking Hunter Chopper. This makes 3 Hunter Choppers attacking you in the game so far, by the way. The Hunter Chopper in Division 1, and this is the second Hunter Chopper in Division 2 that I've had to kill. What is this? What is their fetishization of these fucking Hunter Choppers? Ow. Fucking face. And again, there's an APC that I can barely see because it's gray on a gray background in gray fog. I can see it a little bit better than the last one because it's also in the shadows, which makes it, ironically, ironically, the shadows that this APC is in makes it more visible because it makes it look darker. It popped! What are those giblets popping out of it? Where's this other APC? Wait, okay, there's the other APC. Again, not visible at a distance. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. All right, let's count them off this time. See how many people developed this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 current. 36 current. With X, it's 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 80, 83. 83 developers. Oh, plus the old team, just mutual, Stacker, 84. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. 91. Okay, so in total, for current and past developers and people who have contributed but were not like full-time developers. That was 91, was it, Grim?
Oh,
I forgot my own
I
number.
think so.
91 for that. Ever heard the term "too many cooks in the kitchen will spoil the broth"? Because too many developers in the repo will mix match their assets. Oh my god, that was an experience to say the least. So, you waited 2 years for this? Oh dear. So, let me think. Thoughts about it? I said to multiple developers on multiple times, and in a lot of public places, and in my previous stream of 1.2, and all these different places, I said that there is an asset mismatch because there's no single art style that's being followed here. I said that the screenshot for the canal section there looked like they were too dark, and that would be hard to follow through. Those both turned out to be true. Again, the zombies are wearing rag clothing for a different citizen style than the one that is being used for the citizens themselves. We go from Division 1, where we have to run from and then fight a hunter chopper, to Division 2, where we have to run from and fight a hunter chopper. Except in Division 2, we kill 2 hunter choppers for some reason instead of just one. Again, I want to point out... See, Marty, welcome to chat. I want to point something out to you. Let me switch over to my display capture. So this is the demo. Here's the expressions folder. It's just expressions. It's a bunch of different bump maps of various expressions on various models. It totals out to 732 megabytes in this like 4 gigabyte mod. None of the characters in here are actually even seen in the game, I guess, except for police, which... Hold on. 35 megabytes of the same image of a Metro Cop over and over again, as well as these animations. That's 35 megabytes for that Metro Cop model. What does Skitch look like? Oh, that thing's green. Green! Skitch doesn't look too bad. So, that was not fun. Again, 700 something megabytes for a completely useless folder. They did not clear out the shader editor files before release. Would your game break if you deleted the expressions folder? Let's find out. Let's delete the expressions folder and see what happens. Here. Let me turn that screen off for a second. Turn you back on. Let's restart Raising the Bar Redux Division 2 demo. And we'll find out if the expressions are needed. Give it a minute to make itself visible again in OBS. Someday it will be visible in OBS again. There we go. So here we are. I have just deleted that 700 plus megabyte expressions folder. Let's check the maps. Let's do RTBRD2 Concept Chariots. Oh, this is just the background. Empire. View control. What's the view control model name again, or the entity name? Source view control. Point view control.
winning?
Game doesn't look broken. Turned off the expressions, or deleted the expressions folder. Looks like it's working fine to me, so there's your answer chat script. Let's see if they have any other maps here. Facility, inner canals, outer canals. No, it looks like that was it. Probably for the best. The shader editor UI, which is something that only the developer should need. Hello, Toothpaste. You just missed it. We just went through this agonizing mod. This agonizing mod that had a 700 megabyte folder that was just bit maps of expressions.
Oops, all bitmaps.
700 megabytes out of... Let me see how big the actual demo is. Yeah, so that was almost an entire gigabyte worth of the size of the folder. Just throwing that out there. Is it any less terrible? So you're on VCC. Do you remember when the last update happened? If I don't respond, I'll just leave the stream. Okay, goodbye. You know, I don't owe you anything. If you're gonna be like that, just get out. You know. Is it any less
This person
terrible?
really said everyone's bones are wet.
Yeah. So what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. Right. Yeah. The last time that Raising the Bar Redux had an update, like one of their update things that they do every few months, on VCC, I said publicly, and to I don't think Kralik is on the VCC anymore, but the other developer that is, I said, you know, this looks too dark. We won't be able to see anything. We won't be able to see where to go. And it turns out I was correct. I had no idea where to go for half of this. There's another joke beta map that made by Valve. Blah blah blah. Joke beta map made by Valve, but took seriously. I hope. What do you not take? What's the name of the level that has Do you not take Icky Pop seriously, Vandercold? Icky Pop is a very important level in the world of the Half-Life 2 beta, you know. So yeah, to answer your question, Toothpaste, no, it's as terrible as we all thought it was going to be. I'd say I'd be disappointed, but again, there's 30 current devs. It might have been 31 or 32, and with former devs, it's now up to 90 total. Shout out to Free TVs for being in the pre-criminal section of RTBR, despite being designed for Street Wars. Shh. You don't understand, it has to happen at the very beginning of the mod, otherwise people won't know that's beta. Most important plot point in the original beta. Yeah. That's the one that made them start the development over, right? It doesn't look like there's anything additional in this one. Although I could check around, maybe highlight a couple of points here. Let's actually load into a level that's not the first level and see if it actually gives me weapons and stuff. Okay, good, it does. But bad news, this is the first level, so I'm incorrect. Oh, this is right where Division 1 ends. Cool.
Oops, that's my 4 p.m. alarm. I'm sorry, Wolf, but I shall have to take my leave.
Ciao.
Farewell.
Okay, good. It does give me weapons. I want to talk about the immolator. I actually remember getting the immolator on the level before this one. What map is this? Map RTBR E2. It must have been Outer Canals 01, maybe. Because one of these levels... Okay, this one did not give me any weapons or items, and also spawned me in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry, it spawned me on top of a corpse. Interesting. Visually, the maps themselves look... I'm not even sure if I would say that, honestly, because, again, it's got the issue of things being too dark. I had to turn up my, I had to turn up the visual, stuff on the side of my own computer, just because it was too dark to see anything. Here's a new thing. This is how fast I can shoot the pistol. So the pistol doesn't shoot as fast as you click it anymore. The SMG only has 25 ammo. I think even the Metro Cops have more ammo in their SMGs than the player does. And the AKM, the only real viable weapon as a result of this having no ammo and this shooting so goddamn slow, gets no ammo throughout the game, so you can only use it like twice. Let me get to the opening cremator section really quickly. I shouldn't have the immolator already, I'm pretty sure. But, I'm gonna get to it anyway. Because I want to show you something. I want to show you how the cremator acts. You're gonna love how the cremator acts. And by love, I mean you're going to wish that you never woke up this morning. Anybody dead yet? No. No, the cremator's fun times. For some reason this is a, what's it called button. Come on, someday today. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I think the cremator is first shown off in this map. So let me get to him and show you a little issue that I have with him. Yeah, I think it's here. It's not just that cremators are a pain in the ass to fight. It's that the way that cremators are handled is done in such a way that is just what's the word I'm looking for? Abysmal, an affront, to be honest. Although I might actually be a map ahead. Yeah, I think I'm a map ahead here actually. So let's do RTB R2. I guess it's intercanals. Hydra's probably too cool for them. The Hydra is probably too difficult for them to implement, to be honest. I'm gonna get a speedrun world record, baby. Oh god, it is quite laggy. I think I know the reason why it's so laggy. Gee, I sure do wonder. They're very liberal in their use of projected textures. Here's a guy that's just standing next to a wooden table with a lamp next to it, or a lamp on it rather, just watching this guy chow down on his buddy. God's sake. Just go through that. Okay, so here's something I want to point out. This makes sense. I was okay with this when I first saw this. This is a padlock that's actually holding the door to the door frame. I was like, alright, it looks a little bit weird, but it makes sense, especially compared to the Half-Life 2 ones. The very next level, there is a padlock that is only on the door's handle. There's no consistency between these things. But I digress. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. There's a zombie that's using a different citizen style than the actual citizens. Nothing over there. Yeah, cremator must be in this map then. Just ignore those guys that wouldn't do their business. Conduct their business in their own terms. Here we go. Yeah, cremator. You know, implications of cremator over here with green burning bodies. I'm sure some people in chat right now have opinions about the cremator shooting fire instead of liquid. Here's a soldier, not a soldier, a Metro cop who's just staring at a wall that only leads to a room with a dead body. The body's obviously been dead for a while, so I don't know why he's just standing here, but I digress about that as well. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. What, you don't like the green immolator fluid? Here's the AKM. Nicest weapon in the game so far. No fucking ammo for it. Oh, the elite Metro Cops seem to use the old Metro Cop voice lines, whereas the regular Metro Cops, I think they use the unused voice lines from Alex now. Although they might just be remade lines. I'm not sure. This I got confused about at the very start because it looks completely identical to the section I just came from, and I thought I might have gone in a circle. Oh, I didn't even notice this before. Take a look. It's the brush tugboat from the beta. Real beta elements, dude. God. Still not what I'm looking for here, though. Let me get back to the section. Oh, and reloading, by the way, sometimes is slow for no reason. Like, sometimes the reload just sort of lags and doesn't happen because it's too busy playing one of their amazing new idle animations. Oh, and by the way, if you hit the reload button when you don't need to reload, it plays an idle animation, which is nice. It allows me to highlight how the idle animations literally get in the way of gameplay, because they just get all over your face. They're nice animations, they're just... they get in the way. I see no cream... Okay, so it is this level where the cremator appears then, I guess. Alright, this... I can't seem to recall where he shows up in then. Fine, we'll speedrun this shit then. Because maybe you will laugh, maybe you will cry, but the cremator section is abysmal. It's an affront to justice. There's the padlock that's inconsistent with the one from the last map, by the way. You know what? Fuck this. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think it's this way I have to go. Yeah. You and me. Where the hell's the cremator? Is it this map? Yeah, I guess it must be this map. Okay, here's a section that hurts my eyes. But, at least I know how to do it now, so I don't have to stand here for a million years. You pop that in there, and you pop this in there, and you can pull a lever now. Amazing, right? Sick. Still very dark because it's using named lights, obviously, which means that they can't have ambient lighting to them as well. This room, right, there's a ladder that goes directly into a vent. A ladder directly into a vent. Okay, I think we're getting bots in chat. I'm gonna have to block some of these guys. There's a third person that's just said random letters in the chat, and I'm a little bit concerned about what is entailed by said letters. Fuck you. Okay, here it is. So, here we have the cremator, and I've turned God mode off. You want to see the issue with the cremator? Fun times, right? Yes, his range is larger than what is visually telegraphed by the immolator. See, I catch fire all the way over here, and also I fucking catch fire. We're banning these we're banning these bots. Because there have been multiple bots that have been sending these weird messages earlier. Okay, there we go. Yeah, why do I burn this far away? Why do I burn this far away? Why do I stay burning even when I'm in cover? The cremator is brush-based. How do you ban people / bots in chat? You click on them, and then you do stuff. If you're the owner or moderator. Yeah, there's our lovely cremator that we've waited so long for. He does linger damage in a Half-Life game. So much fun. I highly doubt that they made this cremator brush-based. Although, ironically, the brush-based cremator of the cremation mod does better than this guy. Because he doesn't set you on fire and make you do linger damage. You remember all that fun linger damage from Absolute Zero? The bleeding damage and the poisoning damage and all that stuff? To be fair, plasma from the cremator was supposed to stick to you. I'm not going to be fair because this isn't supposed to be a recreation of the beta. This is supposed to be taking elements and expanding on them. You know, expand on a concept that sucked from the beginning. You know? They're not trying to be beta accurate because, you know, they're shooting flames instead of the thing they're supposed to be shooting, which is plasma. A little beams of plasma that go in arcs. So, I'm not going to be fair. I'm going to be as unfair as possible. The cremator that has a red tank on his back, it should be shootable. I agree. Oh, check this out. See this vent made out of metal? Awesome. Oh, so here's another thing. So we just encountered a head crab, which we could burn, and immediately, again, right after getting the immolator, we encounter a turret that we cannot burn. We can set it on fire, but that doesn't do anything. Great tutorial section for the immolator here, dude. It's like the best tutorial section I've ever had. I'm a little bit mad, I'm gonna be honest. A little bit heated. Have a little bit of a heated gamer moment here. A little bit of a heated gamer moment about these fucking brushes that shouldn't even be doubled up. But even that they are, they should still have the same, they should have the same, cube map on both of them. So, yeah. In essence, everything that's going on here, these are the same issues that I complained about in the leak, in Division 1, in Division 1.1, in Division 1.2, and in the update leading up to Division 2. So these are the same issues that have been known and people have pointed out and complained about, not even just myself, but other people as well, that have not at all been touched up on or fixed or even addressed. I imagine if I were to have access to the repo that these guys have, and I were to go back to the Division 1 maps, they would still have the problems that everybody's complained about. Anyway, I'm not going to play all the way through the mod again, just to showcase all the other issues I have, so, you know, that's the point. Oh, here's something I will show, though. Failed to load sound, weapon debris 1.wav, probably missing. Debris 3.wav, debris 1. Late pre-cache, that's whatever. Let's see. Prop dynamic override has a base specified as metal.break, but there's no matching entry in the prop data. That's a rookie mistake. You know, missing sounds, missing script stuff, almost a gigabyte worth of bitmaps. Motherfucker, I will burn you. Find that user on this channel. Another bot. I don't know why these bots are coming out of nowhere. They're just coming out of the seams. Yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to show. Mod feels like an AI tries to recreate Half-Life 2 while not knowing what Half-Life 2 is. Yeah. The issue that I have... Oh, here's one more thing really quick. Failed to load sound, FX, Zen, ZenTube, Fume 2.wav. It fails to load this so many times. 1 and 2, rather. It fails to load these so many times. All over the place here. They threw out these... Do they really think that people were going to be going through this mod and, like, trying to find unused content? You're not that guy, buddy. You're not that guy. I think that's the last thing I want to show off. Yeah, the mod... My main issue is that it doesn't have a proper sense of direction. It has too many developers who are doing... No, that's not what's causing the lag. Missing audio file wouldn't cause the lag. It'll just output that to the console and go about its merry day. Anyway, it's got too many developers. It doesn't have a sense of direction. There's no unified goal with the game. And the longtime developers have a sense of pride that is preventing them from focusing on the actual issues that need to be addressed. And I'd say that, again, thinking back to the time where I listened to Kralik complain about people giving him legitimate criticism, and thinking about the fact that that's happened more than once. So, you know. Again, all of these issues that I'm complaining about here are issues that were easily addressable just with playtesting, like proper, genuine playtesting. You know, not picking up some people and having them play it once and having them say, "Oh, it was good," or "Oh, it was bad," you know, without any further information to get out of that. The level design is fine, like the level blockouts, but the lack of a proper lighting pass makes it so that areas are hard to understand. Sections are hard to go through from time to time. You know, the overuse of projected textures is very clearly a problem in some areas because it's got some real bad lag issues in like half of these maps. And there aren't even a lot of maps to begin with, so, you know, what's the point? The fidelity between resources and custom assets is incredibly apparent, which again harkens back to the fact that there's no single unified sense of... I'm sure that the people making the maps playtest them to see if they're functional. I don't think they have people that playtest the maps enough to know if they're good, just to make sure that they work and look pretty. But anyway, like assets are left and right and all over the place. CS:GO models next to CS Source models, next to Left 4 Dead models, and they think next to Half-Life 2 models, and then next to custom models, and they think nobody's going to notice the difference in fidelity between those. Plus, there's things like the Metro Cops and the Combine Soldiers versus, say, the Airboat, or like these the zombies and these different box models and stuff. The fidelity between them is so clearly different. It looks like they were made for two separate games from different eras of the Source engine. And a lot of the things also look like there wasn't a single unified goal or purpose. Like the two people make models. Person 1 and person 2 are making models for the game, and those two people don't talk to each other. They make the models, and then they go on to make another model without checking to see if each other's models look like they're from the same universe next to each other. Again, these are issues that I had in the updates on ModDB leading up to this. My issues with Division 1.2, Division 1.1, Division 1.0, in the leak. I've said these same things over and over again, and other people have too. So like, why are these models not getting fix-ups and like polish, the polish that's needed to make them look like they're in the same game and in the same universe to each other? Why are people using box models from Counter-Strike Source and then putting them next to, ones that are just like base textures with no normals or nothing, and then putting them next to a vending machine from Counter-Strike Global Offensive that has specularity and Fong and self-illumination and a much higher texture, a much higher quality texture? It's awful. I have had these problems with it, and you can go back and watch my previous streams of playing 1.2, and I think I even did a stream for 1.1. I had these same problems, and they just keep coming back over and over again, and they never learn. It's awful. I don't understand why they keep doing this, and I feel so bad because a couple of people, I've known a couple of people who are developers on this. They value releasing content over the quality of the content. Exactly. They have a sense of quantity over quality for this mod that just makes it feel like it's a hodgepodge mix and match made by people who probably don't even know a great amount about source modding. You get mods like map labs mods, which are all just their own unique maps and like short campaigns done by individual people, but those individuals are people who know the source engine in and out and know how to make models and do mapping and yada yada on a shorter scale. I would rather play any map labs than Raising the Bar Redux. I mean, this is already starting to feel like Hunt Down the Freeman, and we're barely into it right now. I mean, we've only had a couple of official releases for the first act, and this is the demo for the second act. I feel like I shouldn't even bother complaining about it to the people working on it because they're not going to listen. I keep finding these same problems with it, and other people do too. I keep seeing people in like VCC and the like complaining about how the fidelity between these different models is so great that it looks mind-boggling, and how the levels are too dark, and how, yada yada, everything I've said, and they didn't do a damn thing about it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Raising the Bar Redux here. Again, just that looks super. Somebody said I get pinker by the day. I mean, that's happening because all the light here is coming from my monitor. If I were to turn on this light over here, I'd have look a little bit less pink. A little bit, maybe a little bit of yellow around the corner. No, I still look kind of pink. But, I think that just about does what I have to say. Other than that, the fact that the mod is 2.1 gigabytes compressed and almost 5 gigabytes uncompressed, because they have the shader editor still in the files and they have this giant folder full of just bitmaps, just goes for show the level of professionalism that is lacking here. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the stream here, unless there's something else. I don't think there is. So let me get that up really quickly. Yeah, I don't need any music playing here. Thank you guys for joining in on the stream. I would love to say that it was fun and that it's been a pleasure, but I just got off of complaining about the mod for like 20 minutes, so obviously that would be a lie. But I enjoyed doing a stream. This is my first one in... God, when was the last time I streamed, actually? Let me check. Last time I did a stream was in... It might have been the Five Nights at Freddy's streams, honestly. Either of those or the Heavy Weapons guy taking over my channel. There was something that happened a little while back. Yeah, the last time I did a stream was when the Heavy took over my channel. But yeah, thank you all for joining in, and I hope to get some new videos out pretty soon. I have another beta new I'm working on. I have a beta fight I'm working on. Another video, a top 15. That was pretty fun to work on. That's one that I did some stuff for back in the summer, but I just need to finish it off. And yeah, other than those, I think that'll do it for the stream. So thank you all for joining in, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, whenever it may be. Peace.